chance to do Running Start, I think I always recommend Running Start to everyone. You just save so much time and so much money. And even if you don't know what you want to do and it won't fully transfer to your bachelor's, it's like a great time to take different classes in different careers and just figure that out before you even go to university.
Hi, welcome back to the HT Show podcast. This is Jung Bin, this is Jung Kin, and today we have Jung Michelle with us, and I'll let her introduce herself. She's very unique from Doan
Emmanuel. Yes. Like Ambian said, I'm Jung Michelle. I'm the Doan Chung at Emmanuel currently. I've been in Doan Emmanuel since Onyi, but I just started being Doan Chung this year. This is my first year.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm an accountant, so I do taxes and public accounting.
Gotcha.
Nice.
For how many years now?
I'm in my third year.
Nice. Okay.
So, let's open this.
This time I remember.
Yeah. 1,
Jeez.
2, 3. Nice.
Sponsor us, Coke. Cheers.
Thank you for not forgetting me. People always forget me because I'm the furthest away. Jeez.
So how long have you been in Uni now?
Onyi cấp 1. I did take a little break from Yesi, cấp 3 to Hipsi, cấp 2, but I came back.
Nice. And so now you just got elected as Doan Chung, right?
Yeah.
Are you also teaching it too?
Yeah, so our Don's pretty small. We're kind of short-staffed. So I do help out in Yan Hipsi, with Jung Justin that was just on last week. He's in Yan Chung. So I do help out there and try to teach there once in a while.
It was funny. Their Don's actually small, but a couple weeks ago, I was at this party with some of her Hunjungs, and I tried to get them their Hunjung to come and help teach one of our classes.
They probably hate you for doing that.
Right? We need the help. Nice.
They need it more than us.
How do you like being Doan Chung?
I think it's a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's really different from just being a Hunjung or a Nganjung because it's very like forward and Gongdon forward. There's not a lot of class time and like kids interaction. So I think you lose kind of the kids relationship, but you gain a lot of like adult relationships, I feel like, and a lot of admin stuff.
Right.
So
do you prefer the admin stuff or the teaching side?
I like the teaching side, but I mean, there's pros and cons to both. So yeah.
Is this your first time being Doan Chung?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, were you scared at all or were you nervous about anything? The challenges
I was nervous. I was following Guanchi before this. But I think our previous Doan Chung, she's doing BTV, so that kind of made me feel comfortable just having like backup. And we have a great team, so it made me less nervous.
Nice.
I think that's normally what happens when the old Doan Chung kind of stays around in a leadership position to help out. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful right now because I have 2 people in my Bantavu who, so as you know, I just got elected as Doan Chung as well. And so I have both my Falconry and my Falcon Hun, who was in the previous Bantavu. So it really helps with the transition.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think our Falcon Hun was also stayed from last term. Our Falcon Chi was also on BTV last term. So I think it's a good team. And that's why I was like, fine, I'll do it.
Nice.
And how long is the term again? Is this still 3 years? Still 3 years. Yeah.
Two.
Oh, wait, two for Doan.
Two. Sorry, I'm sorry. So I previously served as Doan Chung back then, and it was 3 years back then, but now it's 2 years. Yes, sorry, I was confused about that.
I was thinking Lin Doan.
Yeah.
Lin Doan turn. Yeah.
So as you mentioned, Lin Doan, you also have a role in Lin Doan, right?
Yes, I'm with in Juntao right now. So I manage the social media and just the communication stuff with. If we have events and stuff, like getting those flyers out and getting those made and just like sharing stuff or what happens in Lin Doan and stuff. Yeah, so it's been good. I think the team is really good right now, so I really enjoy working with them. And then I kind of built my own like social media team that helps me.
Nice.
Yeah, a social media team.
every single event, when it's a Lin Doan event, whether she's there or not, or whether there's multiple events somewhere, like different Dons going to camp on the same date, I always somehow I thought she was there like every place. I thought she's like skipping from one location to the next to make those posts. But I guess she has a team.
How many people's on your team normally?
So I have 2 people that kind of do like graphic design, like all the social media stuff, and then I have 2 photographers, I guess. So I have them taking pictures at events and stuff, and then if they need to build out their own team, they'll always lead photography for me.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this before we get into the career stuff. Do you use Canva to create a lot of your things?
Yes. We love Canva.
Nice.
Yeah, my whole team uses it.
It's a lot of the AI tools within Canva now. It's actually really nice.
Oh, okay.
the poster that I just designed for our Dawn, the registration one, like 15 minutes on Canva.
I thought you hand drew that. I was so
Right?
impressed.
No, they have so many templates. You just kind of like change the word, change the picture. And,
Yeah. And Jumung uses Canva too as well. So every level, Dawn, Jumung, it's been a great tool for us.
Do you have an editor too, or do you edit all the videos yourself and post it yourself?
I guess we don't really do a lot of videos.
Oh, okay.
We will do one if people are interested in like editing one together, but that's not really like our priority right now.
So more posts, like informational.
Pictures, posts, like Instagram stories or something like that. Yeah.
You have a lot of power in your hands.
Yeah.
Because attention is new currency of our generation.
Yeah.
Right? So you have all the attention. You can grab all the attention you want for the whole Linduan. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think Lin Duan didn't have an Instagram before. And I was like, I think a lot of young kids are on Instagram now.
Yeah.
So we started one this year. And I think it's been like doing well.
Yeah. I wasn't a big social media person until we started this podcast. And I noticed a lot of other brands, they post like all their news and camps and like, hey, reminder, we have we have Yu this Sunday.
Yeah.
Or we don't have Yu this Sunday, which kids apparently forgets all the time. And I was like, wait, this is really smart because they check their Instagram TikTok every 5 seconds.
No, yeah.
So this is the best way they get their news. And I assume Linduan is probably going to get to that point where, even Huingchungs are getting younger and younger. And I'm getting old. Maybe they're not getting younger, but I'm getting older. How about that?
Yes.
That's
That's a better statement.
time is relative, right? So it is like the best way of grabbing information. Before we do skip to the profession thing, though, I'm just curious, what ngang do you like to teach?
I'm teaching hip C right now, but I was Ngan Chung Onyi when I first became Hun Chung, and I think Onyi is still my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to commute to Tacoma at least once a month? I need another.
Teach Onyi?
I need another.
You don't have to. We'll ship an Onyi down there for you,
you
right?
go.
You need more kids, right?
No, I just think Onyis, they're just, not that they're like easygoing, but it's kind of, it's easy to get them entertained and like interacted. I think what I struggle with Nia and Hiep is just, it's hard to like entertain them or make them feel interested in a lesson. So that's where I struggle with, yes.
Yeah, you can't just put like a shiny thing and then Hipsy will follow it. Like Onyi, right? Oh, geez. Yeah. I can't handle them, the Onyi, because I mentioned to VM many times. I have two young boys.
Oh, okay.
And it's like teaching my own kids at that point. Once I have kids at that age myself, I can't teach kids at that age myself because I use a very the same tone I use my kids, which is definitely not appropriate.
The father tone versus like a teacher.
Exactly. I think in the past podcast you called it the daddy tone.
Yeah,
which I found very amusing that you said that.
you said that.
No, you said that. Can we please put that in?
Insert the clip here.
Okay, this is not about you anymore. This is not me and being getting angry at each other.
Yeah.
Sorry about
But speaking of social media, I think our Doan has like a Doan Discord. Because a lot of young kids, like Tuny, they don't have phones and stuff or social media.
Yeah.
So we'll have like a Doan Discord where we put like information announcements on there. And
you guys play games on there too.
Yeah,
right?
there's like a gaming section.
Discord is actually something I want to bring to our Dawn too, but among the Hunchungs, right?
Yeah.
But I figure it's something hard because it's hard to get them to try something new. Use something new. It's very hard.
Unless you use it already.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't use it. I know some of them do, but a lot of them also don't use it. So getting them to do it, it's hard. Because at least with Discord, you can categorize the different channels into be different topics. Stuff. It's a lot more convenient. So cool. I use Discord for at the Jumung level for certain things, and it's great.
Yeah. I joined Discord once, but it was just me, so I just felt really lonely. And I was like, this is not fun at all.
Yeah, I will say Discord's better for like Antu and Yia. Hipsy doesn't check it. They check Instagram, so we try to cover all of our bases.
That's the hard thing, right? Nowadays, you have to keep up with the kids and what the trend is and what they're using. It's not always just Facebook or Instagram.
I assume it's TikTok now, right? Do you even use Instagram?
Yeah. I don't think a lot of chapters are on TikTok though. Because
I don't know how it'd be hard to use TikTok to like post announcements and stuff. But
well, I guess you'll figure it out from Linduan's perspective, and then you will give us the protocol directions what to do at our level.
Right.
So stay tuned because she's going to send that soon. So let's skip to the profession because we could probably talk about this for another 30 minutes of goofiness. But you're an accountant, obviously, and how long did it take you for the schooling? Is it just a normal schooling or you have to go to something very specific for it?
So I guess mine's kind of untraditional in a sense that I did Running Start.
Oh,
So I did
smart.
2 years of community college in high school, associates in arts, because at first I wanted to do like something with computer science, and I found out that that wasn't for me. But otherwise, I would have done an associate's business. But I transferred to Seattle University, and it only took me 2 years to get my bachelor's in accounting because I had that Running Start. So I finished. Sorry, go ahead.
No, really quick. For those who don't know what Running Start is, can you explain real quick?
Yeah, so it's just a program. I know in Washington State, at least. I don't know about other states, but you can do 2 years of community college your junior and senior year of high school, and then that will transfer to your university, like all the credits and stuff.
Yeah. What I did was walking stop, which is they send me back a grade.
Walking stop.
I know. What a great joke. I'm sorry for interrupting you. So it's
No,
for
it's okay.
smart people is what pretty much.
Take advantage of it.
Honestly,
yeah.
I don't think you need to be smart. You just need to like know your opportunities and loopholes and
Oh,
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
a great way
is
of saying that.
It is a
Yeah.
great program though. Running Start saves you a lot of money.
Yeah.
You take college classes for free while you're in high school.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get skip ahead a couple years and when you get to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do test you to make sure that you can take the program, and I assume, right?
Yeah, you kind of just, I think the only test is a test into English 101, which,
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you're in high
easy.
school taking regular English and stuff, then like it should
Okay.
be hard.
English
But
101. That's tough to me.
but I went to Seattle University for 2 years for my bachelor's in accounting. So I got that at 20. I graduated at 20. And then my master's in taxation, I got at UW.
Master in taxation.
Sorry. When you said you got it at 20 years old, or
Yeah, 20 years old.
Okay, not in 2020.
Yes.
Okay.
20 years old.
Yeah.
And I went to University of Washington after for my master's in taxation. And that's a 1-year program because UW accelerates it. So it's 9 months.
So another running start situation.
Basically.
So
Through
yeah,
life.
finished that at 21, age 21. And then I started working right after with where I am now, Clark Newber.
Do you remember how old you were when you started working for real?
So I had a late. I spent almost 6 years in college. Okay.
Oh, of
Okay.
course. Okay, you took the walking stop program, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
I failed a lot. No, I didn't start working until 2013, which was I was probably 23, 24, something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
Give or take.
That's like normal.
I think normal would be like 21, 22.
Yeah.
4 years
Yeah.
of 18. Yeah, 4 years of college.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
can
I
ask
guess
about
like,
me if you want. No one wants to ask about me. No?
Okay, how old were you?
I don't want to tell you, but no, I think like
Well, you had
20.
prom school, right?
Yeah. So it's an
Yeah.
extra 2-3 years, so a little bit older. So
yeah, but I guess my end goal, I'm studying right now for the CPA. And in order to test for that, you need 5 years of school. So people will do like another master's degree or they'll do a double major in order to sit for the CPA.
So you don't have a CPA stands for
Certified Public Accountant.
Gotcha.
yes.
So you don't have that degree, but when you graduated, was it easy to find jobs then with the degree that you did have? What was the degree?
yeah.
What was the final degree specifically?
I have a master's in science of taxation. That's my final
Science and
degree.
taxation. Yeah.
I think it was easy, but I did internships, which really helped.
Oh, yeah.
So before I even started my master's, the summer before, between my bachelor's and master's, I did an internship, and they offered me to come back after my master's.
nice.
So I actually took the summer off just to like chill and hang out, and then I started in October.
Internships, make sure you do it.
Yes.
It's extremely hard to get a job these days without one after
I
college.
know.
Yeah.
It's all about who you know at this point. And be likable in your internship. Right?
Yeah.
So apparently you were very likable for them to ask you to come back.
So within your role now, what specifically do you do? Like a day-to-day job kind of thing?
Yeah, so I'm an associate. They kind of expect us to do everything to be well-rounded. So our company does individuals, corporations, partnerships, nonprofits. But since I'm kind of like an experienced associate, like 3 years in, I kind of specialized almost, not really, but my work is a lot towards nonprofits because that's what I like to do.
So you do taxes for nonprofits?
Yes, nonprofit
Gotcha.
Did
organizations.
you
So,
know that
990.
Tunyi is a nonprofit as well?
I did know that.
Yeah, and we're also looking for a tax person to do our taxes at Jumung level. I mean, yes. We'll be
I'm
in
not a
touch.
CPA though, but yes.
we don't need CPA for that. We have our own CPA, but they can't do it because of conflict of interest.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay, perfect.
So you're going to give a verbal agreement or not? I don't
No, I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that. You know?
Yeah. So just every day I work from home. I try to go in the office like twice a week just for that to
Do
see
you
my coworkers.
have to, or-
No, I don't have to.
Oh,
And is your office close to home, or is it how far is how bad's the commute?
So I just moved to Auburn, but my office is in Bellevue. So it's about like an hour in the morning with traffic.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before when I was in Olympia, it was like 2. So I'm
Wait,
like,
what?
I'm grateful.
You must be a very social person to travel. You don't have to come in.
Yeah, I don't have to come in. I just like feel more productive, and I think twice a week is good balance.
Okay, and you want to talk to your coworkers and stuff like that too.
Just like have lunch with them. And my company
you
caters.
can have lunch at home, just so you know. Just kidding. I'm
My
kidding.
company caters lunch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So
Oh,
that's an incentive.
That's what you're saying.
So I'm like,
The only 2
okay,
days that she
I'll
comes
go.
in is those days.
So gas money is worth the lunch.
Yeah.
at that
And
point.
that's when everyone else comes in. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay.
Oh, that's cool though.
So I take it that it's a smaller office then.
Yeah, it's like a mid-size.
Yeah,
Not
usually
like a big 4.
yeah, usually the smaller offices like they tend to do those kind of stuff like catering lunches and things like that because
Okay. I
Less
see.
people to feed.
yeah. Because I worked for a smaller company and then I worked for the bigger company, and it's such a cultural difference.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
corporate
I see
world, at
that.
least. Yeah,
Well, I would think that the bigger companies would give you more stuff.
they give you more. They give you more pay, but they don't give you as much like a socially, incentive, right?
Yeah.
I guess I can see that.
Yeah, we used to have like bagel Fridays and like dinners every Thursday, whatever it
Yeah.
is, right?
Yeah.
So instead of like
Yeah.
potentially $30,000 more a year,
Right.
you get Bagel Fridays.
There you go.
So congratulations.
You know what? A lot of people love that. People complain when they took that away. People complain. What's my bagel?
Where's that bagel? I don't want to get paid more. Just give me the bagels.
Yeah.
But the lunches help me gauge like when to go in, because I
Yeah.
feel like if there's no lunches, there's probably no one in there.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's true.
So like I'll go in Tuesday, Thursday because I know a lot of people will be in Tuesday, Thursday.
So you don't message your coworkers like, "Hey, you're coming in." It's more so you
like
message
see who I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I'll see who I see. But I know I'll see people.
So for my team, I started. We use Slack at work, right? And I made this flow, this automation on Slack, where every Friday at like 3 p.m. it'll automatically post this thing where in our team's channel that says which day of the week next week will you come into the office, and then it'll post these emojis, and you can pick which emoji you are going to come in. So I know who's coming in which day that I choose that
so
day
it's
to
like
come in.
But that's
I would make an automatic response to your automatic thing saying none of your business.
none of the above.
It worked well in the beginning, but then now people start to like ignore it now.
Oh yeah, because they know it's automatic.
Yeah.
That's what happens after once they figure out it's not really
Yeah.
you.
Well, I mean, they know it's not me. It says, it's whatever.
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's just a fun thing for us to get together more often in the office.
Yeah. I think it's nice to have that balance.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to go in every day. But yeah.
So you moved to Auburn, so that means that you're closer to Aldan.
Look at
Tanya
so
can
far.
say the same thing. I'm 10 minutes from Tanya.
Oh yeah. I mean, it
I'll
just
fight
makes
Minnie for
sense.
it.
I don't know. I didn't do running starts. I don't know my distance that well, but I feel like it's closer for sure. So
My dad's like, oh, so when are you going to leave? I'm like, I'm never leaving.
it's tough for Adante to leave anyway, right?
Yeah.
How many more years?
I love it
Is
there.
this your first year?
Yeah,
You
so
said,
I've
okay,
another,
year
I guess, year and a half. It's only been a half a year.
It's like when you grow up with a Dawn, right? As well, you tend not to leave. You don't want to leave that Dawn.
Yeah.
Unless you like move to another state.
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
Yeah. Right. This guy.
They
Yeah.
didn't want me anyway.
Yeah.
And my family's down there, so I'll like go to church, go to uni, go visit my parents.
That's still a
That's like a
long
whole
drive.
day thing.
That's still such a
Well,
long.
I mean, congratulations on your new place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you rent? Oh, you bought.
Just
Yeah, I just
Well, let's
bought a
not go into
house.
this because that's another 30
All over the
minutes.
place.
No, so
Actually, the
so you do mainly nonprofits. So what's the difference between besides it's two different words, but nonprofit and doing taxes for like a normal business?
Yeah, so nonprofits like a whole different tax return. They don't actually pay taxes.
Oh.
They just file, and a lot of the form is just like presenting the information. And also, nonprofits are very it's all public. All the tax returns are public, so it's a lot of
okay.
nitpicky detail things because obviously it's gonna be public. So
but you can still get audited if you
you still get
mess it
audited.
up.
yeah. But they don't pay taxes. So I think a lot of my work is inputting the information, but also making sure like the sentences, like grammar and everything, just because it's going to get public.
So actually, I always had this question because you work for a firm. do you guys use a specific software to file taxes, or do you just handwrite everything?
Yeah, she uses TurboTax.
Yeah. I was about to say,
She
you
just
know?
puts it in there.
Yeah, we use a couple softwares.
Okay.
I think that was the hardest part
Yeah.
about starting like the job, learning all the software and stuff. Because in school you learn all the technical things, but learning the software was hard. And I feel like a lot of firms kind of use the same softwares now that like I think about it. Because all my friends work at different firms for my master's. But yeah, we use Access, CCH Access, I don't know, for nonprofits and just like a lot of different softwares.
So within the accounting world, there are these things called the Big Four.
Yes.
These Big Four companies, Ernst and Young,
Deloitte.
I don't know what the other two
PwC.
stuff. PwC. Yes.
I knew you didn't know all four. I knew you didn't know. I was counting. I was like, let's see how smart this guy is.
I know. Okay, I've worked with all of them. Okay. But yeah,
McDonald's.
do you have a goal? Would you ever want to work for one of them?
No, she's nonprofit.
I don't think
man.
so.
Come on.
I mean, I'm sure they work for nonprofits too.
I don't think so. This was what I asked myself after graduating, actually, because a lot of my friends went to Big Four. But they work crazier hours than us. They probably have like way more clients and their expectation is just higher for like hour wise. And I just felt like that wasn't for me. Like, I don't know. I don't want to work like 15-hour days or something crazy during tax season. So I don't know. I don't think that's for me. Also, their retention rate is not great, which kind of turned me off because I feel like a lot of people will start there because it's like, oh, Big Four is like flashy and it looks good. But a lot of people will like leave after making senior manager or something. So I kind of just wanted to start somewhere smaller and see if I could stay here for a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had a few friends out of college who worked for those Big Four as well, and they felt the same after a few years. You know?
Yeah.
You work so much, excuse me, you get burned out, and then they tend to move
but it's
after
like
that.
great experience and like it looks good on your resume, obviously.
I assume that's part of it too. You get to the highest level, and then once you're out, and that's on your resume, you can probably get almost any tax or accounting job you want. So
I asked this. I started asking this with our last guest, but can you tell us what the range of salary is for like a tax associate, like the low end or to the high end?
Yeah. So just from what I started at and like what my classmates started at and we shared with each other, it seems like the range was about 65 to 80 starting associate.
Right.
Which is another thing. I'm sure like Big Four, if you go higher, they make way more. But for starting, we all kind of made the same, no matter where we went. So I was like, I don't want to work crazy hours for that. Yeah.
This is definitely a balance between your mental health and and work-life balance, right?
Yeah. Makes sense. So what nonprofit tax is it? You feel like is easier? Would it be a lot easier to do compared to the other?
I don't think it's easier. They're both like completely different. But I think what drew me to nonprofit was the people and the clients. I feel like nonprofit clients, obviously like TE, we're very like, oh, we want to help people. That's like the whole mission and stuff. And they're very nice. They're very friendly. I mean, corporate's friendly too, but I can't say that about all of them. So I did an audit internship actually. And that's what kind of drew me away from audit because no one likes to get audited. So it was kind of hard to work with clients that didn't want to work with you back.
But then when you say audit, will you be going into their systems and audit their financials?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So they'll like hire us to audit them, just whatever for their shareholders or whatever. And no one likes to be audited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got audited once. Personal tax return.
So that's why I switched to tax. But I mean, you can do a lot with the accounting degree. You can go either way. So I just really recommend if you're interested to kind of try both and see what you like because they're very different, tax and audit.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I didn't even know they separated that much out.
Oh, yeah. It's very specific fields for both of them.
Yeah.
Wow. So for like, in regards to nonprofit, did you get to choose that or did your company kind of just put it on you to do it?
So I did a tax internship while I was in my bachelor's degree. And I wanted to do an audit one just to see like the difference. And that was with Clark Newber, where I'm at now. And at the end of it, I was like, I like Clark Newber as a company, but I like tax more based off of my other internship. So I asked to switch. And that was when I was going into my master's. Because I was also debating, because if you do audit or tax, there's also 2 different master degrees. So I also had to decide on which program I had to take. So I just really had to decide. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get my master's in tax. Can I switch to the other department? And so they offered me a full-time in tax.
So you definitely chose it for sure. So that's very cool that you get to choose it like that for sure.
So
Yeah.
do you find your own clients, or did the company give you the clients?
So the company gives me the clients. How it works is that I guess my company, there's shareholders at the top, partners, and they take care of like finding clients, keeping relationships with clients. Since I'm bottom of the food chain, I just like do the return. And so each client has like kind of their own team. Like I don't really have like a direct boss. So each client will have like their own manager, shareholder so I start doing the return and then it goes up for review that way. But I just kind of report to different people for different clients and returns.
Do you, if you were to do another corporation's tax or nonprofit's tax, that is based in another state, do you have to get licensed in that state or no?
No.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
You
it's
don't have
like,
to get
so
more-
it's not like pharmacy.
Yeah, I need to get another one. It's like everywhere you go,
really?
you have to get another one. So.
So I guess tax is a federal thing, right? Ish.
Well, I mean, there's state tax and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
too,
but you file at the federal level.
Yeah, but if I go to another state to like work, as if I was a CPA, when I get my CPA, you would have to like not test again, but like get relicensed in that state.
so you do have to
Because
realize
But if
that
it's
one
like-
is a license.
Yeah.
But if my company has clients that are out of state, like we can just still do their stuff.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. That's so
Good to
cool.
know. Because Tony is based in California.
So I have a person that does my taxes, and it seems like she does taxes just like for a few tax season, right? And then she takes off the rest of the year and she travels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
So what do we do the rest of the year?
Yes.
I didn't know that that's like that.
I got you.
But when you work in a corporation, you know, who
Yeah.
hire you a salary for the whole year, what do you do for the rest of the year? I'm curious.
The non-tax season.
So I get this question a lot because I'm working a lot right now, obviously.
None of my business.
So I'm always like, I get asked, do you get paid overtime? But no, we're salaried just because like our winters and summers are slow. So it kind of evens out. So we'll work crazy hours like January to May-ish because the nonprofit deadline is May 15th. And then summers we'll do just like a lot of, some nonprofits will have like different year ends and stuff that kind of like one-off. We still have work in the summer. And then September through November is that extension season. So if taxpayers are extending, it'll be like October 15th or November 15th. So that's another kind of busy season. It's smaller than this one, but so we'll work then. And then November, December is like actually really slow. So we do get to take time off for then. But yeah, so they just expect us, for my company at least, it's kind of like flex time off where they don't really keep track of how much time we're taking off. It's more of how much time we're putting into the clients. So they kind of track it opposite.
It's funny because my company also I'm on FTO, flex time off, but I have a completely different meaning.
Really?
For me, I take off whenever I want.
Like I guess,
so cool.
yeah.
No limit.
I take like there's no limit to my vacation. They're not like we're not accruing anything.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but you take off a lot. They'll be mad. I assume,
yeah, you still have to
right?
meet
I know.
the 1,700. For me, it's a 1,700 client hours a year. So you can't really just like take time off all the time because you still have to work and put your hours in.
And then do you guys like bill the clients like an hourly rate or something?
Yeah, so we bill them an hourly rate. So we'll give them like obviously the price up front, and that's based off of how long it takes us to do the return. And then each level has a different charge hour rate. So associates will be charged, for example, like $250 an hour for their work, but then managers are charged more and more. But the time put into the return is most at the associate level.
Right.
Because when you pass it up for review, it doesn't take that long. And so that's how they kind of build a client.
But then every step that goes up, everyone there gets paid too, right? Your manager and whoever gets everywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I
most
actually-
managers
I heard the same
yeah.
thing about attorneys. It's the same way.
Yeah.
yeah.
You do less
do
work,
that.
but I guess you
Yeah.
just kind of look over people's work.
And also they have like less, the more you move up, the less charge hours you're expected. But you get paid more. So
So that's what you're
we just have
That's
to
what-
start here.
that's where you aim to
You
get
work
to.
less, make more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I am. Now.
Oh, jeez. Do you feel like Tony has helped you with your job in any way? Sometimes it does. I can't imagine how Tony helps with.
I think it's more
Besides,
of like,
you can help Tony, really, like being
Right.
said, but how does Tony help you with your job, if any?
I think it's a lot of like the teamwork stuff. I feel like
Yeah.
we hear this a lot. Just like working with people and even as Doan Emmanuel, I'm learning to like see how people work and adapt to that. Because you can't expect everyone to work the same way. And no one works like a wrong way. It's just different.
Yeah.
And I think 2 years really helped me learn that. Because you don't always work well with everyone. You just need to learn how to adapt. Yeah.
We kind of asked this question last time, and it was, again, between, it's kind of funny to me because it was between two Doan Emmanuel, Vian and some another guest.
Yeah.
And they kind of have different point of views of the situation. But if a Huỳnh Trưởng, you know a Huỳnh Trưởng is not doing well, like they're not fitting in with a group, like how do you help them? You know, how do you help them fit in with the group? Or do you say, hey, you know, that person probably needs to try harder. It's not really our thing to be, you know, they have to put their foot forward first before we help them out.
Like fit in like socially or?
Just fit in general. Like they just become a Huỳnh Trưởng, but they just don't really engage in anything.
Okay.
You know, they're doing the least amount possible. And likely you're like, I don't think this Huỳnh Trưởng is going to continue to be in this draft next year. They're probably going to quit, you know?
Yeah.
So
I think for me, it's a lot about like learning what people are strong at and putting them there. So if I know Huỳnh Trưởng is good at, if they're not good in the classroom, but they're good at like Phong Vu or something, just giving them that opportunity and seeing and just having them start there. Because if they like it, then they'll engage. And then from there, just like maybe like pushing them into something else that maybe they're not as good at, or like if they are interested in doing something else, just pushing them in that direction. But to start, I think finding their strengths and like putting them there.
give them a chance.
I mean, it's like at work, right? Her company gave her, she wanted to do nonprofit, and so they, or taxes, or instead of auditing, so they put it into that because they know it's her strength, and she'll probably more likely to stay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything, so that's my strongest place to be.
Yep.
No, what? You're not working with me. Come on.
Right?
I thought you guys were on the same idea. So, oh, geez.
You do pick up a lot of things over the years, right? The longer you're a Hajung, and especially in leadership roles, you pick up things about how to work with people, how to best utilize your resources. And by resource, I mean your Hajungs, right?
Yeah.
Put them wherever you need to.
Yeah. I think it's easy for me to like adapt to someone, but I think it's been hard for me if two people don't adapt with each other to figure that out. So that's kind of like what I'm trying to learn right now.
It's unfortunate. I mean, we're all Hajungs, but we try to get along. At most, I'm sorry, I should say at least professionally, right? Even if you don't get along with them socially, you have to get along with them professionally.
Yeah.
And that when you use the word professionally, that's tough too, because some of the Huỳnh Trưởng hasn't been in a professional situation yet, because most of them are still students, right?
Yeah.
So imagine trying to get students to be professional with each other, which is now that I think
and
about
honestly,
ridiculous.
most of the time it's just like a misunderstanding. But it's just figuring that all out. Yeah.
Okay, that's a great answer. Right. Okay.
So going back now to your career, do you have any advice for young Tungi kids who want to get into the field?
Yes, I think if you have the chance to do Running Start, I think I always recommend Running Start to everyone. You just save so much time and so much money. And even if you don't know what you want to do and it won't fully transfer to your bachelor's, it's like a great time to take different classes in different careers and just figure that out before you even go to university. And then my second tip would be to do internships. A lot of internships, just like for the experience, but also to just network and get your foot in the door.
Pretty much a repeat of like use your network, and I keep saying it. It's like your Huỳnh Trưởng is a great network.
Yeah.
Because now you guys been watching 14 of our episodes. I guess.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Or 0 episodes. But you can see that each Huỳnh Trưởng have kind of like a different profession that they're in. So, and it's very likely that someone wearing a red scarf is going to help someone wearing a brown scarf, that kind of thing, right? More than a stranger helping a stranger, right? So really use your network too, especially with a Doan Emmanuel who is soft-hearted and will put you in a nice, cushy position that you like instead of kicking you out.
When she becomes manager, yes.
So, but once you become management at work, she's going to be meaner than everyone, right? So.
I hope not.
Well, really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, can't wait to see you in the web page of Lin Van as the new tax person. You're in charge of. You're the webmaster.
No.
Oh, you're
Wait,
not?
Wait, no. Wait, what? No.
Okay, gotcha.
At Jung level, I'm on 3 different roles, but
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, you can just put it on there, right?
Why not?
Just put a picture on there. Make it happen.
Also, a reminder everyone to file your taxes. Don't wait till April 14th to do it.
I just did mine, and it was
Get
not
it in.
good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep telling you to buy more real estate. But anyway,
right?
let's go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, no more.